I'm gonna start streaming this.
This is going to be so confusing for
This
everybody.
is gonna be the most Inception thing that ever happened. And I'll move this here. I'll move that there.
A lot of funky sounds here. Let's see.
Okay, and then I'll do that. Move that like that. Oh, it's not gonna work. Okay. It's fine. So if I go to live streams. Uh-oh. Did you drop? No, you're cool. You're good.
Good.
You're still there.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're still there.
Not bad.
Okay, and now I can change the name of this live stream. I'm gonna call this testing. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm now live on YouTube.
Oh, hello, people.
Okay, there
are
we
just testing stuff.
go. There we go. That looks good. Okay, cool. So now if I go there, unsupported resolution, it's okay. People are still gonna tune in. There we go.
This is not...
Okay, so we're live on my channel right now.
That's nice. Hello.
Yeah. So we're live on my channel. And then
I'm trying to figure out how to get it on my channel too.
So you go to, so in OBS, you're going to add a display capture. And you're basically just going to broadcast your screen. If you have dual monitors, it works easier. But if you don't,
have it. But it takes
Oh, I need to move this though.
display capture.
I need to move that whole guy.
Want it there. To be... Or do I take display of the other channel, of the other monitor? That is the big question.
Oh, I don't know. Did I ruin your stream? Your camera is still going on your YouTube channel.
Yep.
I see. So your channel still, your YouTube channel, I mean, so you still have, oh, there's your Inception. There you go. Cool. I'm watching this all on delay.
It's so weird.
Nice. Yeah, if you go into the video call, well, oh, I see, because you don't have, your camera isn't enabled in the video call because it's on OBS right now. So you have to remove your video source from OBS, your camera, and then add display capture to it. If that makes sense.
That was too technical.
Too many things at once? Okay. The first thing that needs to happen, well, right now, you have a screen cap on OBS, so that looks correct. There you go.
I think I done a thing.
I think you did it. All you have to do now, though, is because it's just my screen. Oh.
I have to.
You have to make it dual.
I can do like so. Then I have a little for you, a little for me.
Yes. Cool.
There we go. Cool.
Awesome. Did it. Success.
We did it.
Good. Okay.
All right.
I guess I need to do something hobby now that we went through all this. Or I would just say, never mind. Hey everybody. You turned my camera on for nothing. Okay. Let's stamp some bases. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Mickey's still very confused.
I think we have to go a little intro here.
We do?
We are
Okay.
live now with Play Painted and me,
Woo!
Diceyguy. And we're
What?
going to do shit.
Yes. We're doing a
That's a good intro, isn't it?
we're doing a dual stream. So if you could be watching this on Play It Painted or you could be watching this on Diceyguy.
You really want to get confused at Mickey Chan where you should boot up Play Painted too?
I have both. Yeah, I have
And I
both
will
comment sections
both
open.
ways.
Yeah.
All right, this is I dig this. Hopefully, it's going to be entertaining for
It
everybody.
looks stable. It looks stable for both on both channels. So I think
Hey,
we're okay. I
we
mean,
are in the clear.
yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna do some base stamping. So I'm gonna build this um, Relic Hunters thing right here.
Nice.
Oh, you are doing.
I love the hobby on that set there.
Yeah, you're
The rolling counters.
a Relic. Oh no!
What?
That's
Dun,
bad.
dun, dun.
That's bad. Why did they do that?
Oh, you have
This is the problem when you're stamping bases, right? Because
this.
you don't want to have the
You
slots open. You want to
know
have
what you do?
flat.
You have a mesh sticks and you cut them in. They fit nicely into that hole.
Matchsticks.
Yes.
I do not own any matchsticks.
You need to smoke.
I used to smoke.
First, you start smoking.
You say now I have to pick up smoking again. I quit smoking like
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Then
you shouldn't smoke. It's bad for you.
you shouldn't.
I I only smoke a cigar in when it's New Year's.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't.
Oh, I do that. I still smoke a cigar once in a while. But
It's so good.
but yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, I quit smoking a
Stooges.
while ago. Oh no, I don't want to waste like good bases doing this. That's horrible. Come on, weird. Anyway, here's what I'm gonna
That's
do.
weird.
I'm gonna we're gonna deal with this right now, but unfortunately it means I can't stamp these because it's gonna take a while. Actually, I'll just do this and then I'll start building. Let's do that. We're just making up stuff that we're supposed to do.
What I do every time I stream, so that's fine.
Yeah.
It's in
What are
the
we
spirit of
doing?
Diceyguy.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fill these with plastic putty right now, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
and just let them solidify, and then I'll get to work on
Yes,
building some of
they
this stuff.
they totally eat too much of the green stuff if you're using that
Yeah,
or milliput.
and that gets expensive.
Sucks.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's a good thing I
Owner.
stockpile this stuff. Good. Stockpile it.
You don't have a spare lip bases you can use instead of those?
I do, but I'm afraid of wasting them. I guess I could.
Oh.
Here, like, so I have. Actually, I would only lose 5. Yeah, because I have these. I could use these
Oh, they are
and
sexy.
just stamp these. But the problem is, I want to keep them because they're translucent, right? Because
Yeah, they are
like
sexy.
like my team, my alchemist team uses that color. See, so I don't want to just use
That's
it.
going to be a problem.
Yeah, I don't want to just use it on those.
Relic hunters, come on.
But yeah, so and these bases are getting harder to find. These those flat bases. It's okay. We can still make something happen. Hey, at least you're working on
1.3.
something. So the only downside to this is we don't have, because your camera isn't live on the video call. I don't have your camera on my feed. It's
Oh,
just you're just basically a voice guest on my feed,
okay. That
which is
sucks.
okay.
How can I? Is it something I can do to if you want to have camera? I don't know.
Um, yeah, but you unfortunately what you would have to do is, like I said, you'd have to turn. your camera off on your own feed, and then I don't know why your camera isn't showing up. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just not mess with. I don't know.
Maybe you can reboot and everything's going to be good, but I don't know.
It should.
It's my answer to everything. Reboot and hope for the best.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's have a look. No, that's your. That is your camera. Weird. That's weird.
I'm too sexy for your.
It's too sexy
channel.
for my channel. That's what's going on. That's the problem. But yeah, I'm not sure how your camera is configured, but typically what you have to do is if you're looking at the window of the video call that we're in, can you see your own camera on, or you just see your logo? Because all I see
my logo.
Yeah, so what you have to do is you have to turn your camera on in your Discord setting.
Shit.
Which that might, yeah. Which it may not allow you to do because you have your camera on.
Yeah.
On OBS.
I'm going to try anyways.
Okay. That's right. We're willing to.
It's picking up Elgato screen link, so I don't know why it's not. It's a firewall situation, but it's saying okay from me. It's okaying.
Huh. Well, your camera just. What? Whoop. So I'll do this.
Maybe it's a thing because I'm using my setup. I just see what I'm doing here.
Well, yeah, you're using your regular setup. So what you would have to do, and I don't know if you want to do it, but you'd have to just go into OBS, turn on your camera under your audio and video settings, and then you'd have to pull your regular camera source out of your OBS as a video source.
What?
But I don't think here. I think I can share. Let me see.
Let's see.
Let me try screen sharing a different thing.
This is the thing I have. I don't know if you can see it.
Change this display capture, and I'm going to change it to display 1. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there for a second. And I know it's like super Inception, but if you look on my OBS interface here, so I have a browser, that's the live chat. I have an image, which is my logo. And then instead of the camera, I have display capture. So you have to take your camera off of this area. You actually have to delete it temporarily. I don't know if you can see that.
I can't see anything.
Oh, you can't see. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I better change this back then. Okay. Oh, I know why. Never mind. That makes sense. Okay. So we'll go back to that. You'd have to wait on my channel to watch what I'm doing. Never mind. We're not doing that. Yeah. In your Discord, what you have to do is the little gear next to your name. You'd have to go in there, and then I'll show you real quick on mine. And then you go to voice and video, and then you would basically set up your camera there under video settings.
Yeah, it is video settings. I have it under Elgato screen link. But can't talk to it, and I'm going to turn off the camera and on again and see just.
Well, the screen the screen link would have to be. I think it has to physically be your camera as the source.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have to use a Elgato thing to get it to work because it's a DSLR kind of a thing.
Oh, I see. You're using a
It's not.
fancy camera, not using a webcam.
Yeah, I use my webcam to show my miniatures. So yeah.
I gotcha. Okay, here we go. Let's put these together without instructions, because why not? Where's my plastic cement?
Jamie says, live from the sexy spa, smoking is allowed in spa. And it's working good for her.
Oh yeah, she doesn't want it. She doesn't want you to change it. So
Oh, she wants it like it is.
yeah, which is
So,
fine. That's okay. What I'll
uh,
do is, if we're not doing that,
and this, what do you call it? Display capture my stream. No, that is going to be weird. I don't
oh yeah, no, that would really mess up the render here.
know.
No, all I did, since if you're not, your video isn't live on the call, we're just using voice on my channel,
Okay.
so they can only see what I'm working on. Cool.
But that's kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
We have
no,
to
that's
figure
fine.
out how to do it, but
hmm
maybe not live.
I do
I
all
don't
my
know.
I do all my video testing live. Cause why not? All right,
Why not,
I'm gonna
indeed?
build a little dog.
You're building the dog first.
Luna the doggo.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. So I don't know what the topic was, but I think you were asking. You're asking about California, right? Something like that. Traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. There wasn't there really wasn't much traffic today going the way we went.
That's really nice.
Yeah, we had to go to a little kid's birthday party in the morning, and then we decided to stop and have some lunch while we were out there.
Yeah. Good idea.
And then yeah, and then so we had lunch, and then your stream came on, and I was like, "Oh, I was being super rude." This is my wife was like all the way across from me. I'm like, she won't know. I'm just gonna put this on right here and watch. Like, yeah, I'll be home in an hour. But yeah, so they're all napping right now. And I was thinking about maybe streaming tonight, but I'm not. But I was like, I don't really have a project to work on, but I just started one right now, so I probably will
Yeah,
stream.
suddenly you have
So now I do
time.
have, yeah, because these bases will be dry tonight. So I just let the plastic putty. See how I filled it? You fill it from the bottom, and then it it'll poof up like this, and then you just take, when it dries, you just take a razor and slice it all the way across, and that'll give you a nice little flush surface there to stamp your base. That's my fabulous hobby tip for the day.
Quit smoking and use it like that.
Quit smoking. The topic was California dogs and who has been washing robes in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Gross.
uh, is my channel is all about inside jokes.
Yes.
I do
The,
not understand myself.
I try to keep up, but it goes pretty quick.
Right
There's a
over
lot
my
of,
head.
yeah, there's a lot. And most of
It's
that conversation's happening while I'm asleep. So I wake up and there's like 70 new messages on there.
What the fuck?
And then I have to try to catch up.
Oh dear.
So
Especially Bazooka J Rambo seems to be typing stuff when I am asleep. So when I wake up, it's like, yeah, probably, I don't know, not as crazy as you say, but maybe 50.
Yeah.
Try to cipher through and understand.
I just read like the
I laugh
last
my ass
10
off, but
and then
not
assume the
everything I
worst.
can. Oh, yeah, it's fun. I like to have Discord up and running again. It's
Hmm.
great stuff. Especially when you can do like this and use live streams and hang out like this. This is the dream. This is
Yeah.
what I want to do.
Well,
So
yeah, I mean, even just for voice, you could hop back into the voice channel and
yeah.
then just have, you know, have people jump in that are on the Discord. They could just jump in and harass you or talk about the spa,
Oh yes.
something about sausage sandwiches or something. So I just hear that and I just think the worst. I'm like, oh, okay, sausage sandwiches.
Yeah, and you're probably correct
It's
in
like
your
stuff that
assumptions of what it is.
you think would be an innocent thing to type into Google, but it's not gonna be when you type it in.
Yeah.
It's exactly.
It is, yeah. It's actually, we had, I was working at a kiosk at a younger age, and it has to be, a campaign for stuff, and you're selling sausage, and the slogan was, sausage party. And you actually get a lot of sausage for it. But it was kind of crazy. I was the only guy there, and the rest of the people there was girls, so it was kind of funny and ironical and satiric at the same
That's the
time.
best kind of sausage party, is when it's not a
Yeah,
sausage
sure,
party.
sure. But then you are expecting chicks with dicks. I don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't judge, but it's not my bag of tea or what you want to call it.
See, even that could be read as something different.
Teabagging.
A tea bag. It's not my tea bag. It's not my place to teabag. I wasn't invited to this
Teabag.
surprise sausage party, but it's not my place to teabag. Uh, wow. That's,
Don't
yeah.
Google that.
This is these are all the conversations happening when we're asleep. You just
Endless streams of sausage. Not mixed streams. No, what you're saying? What yeah, I don't know. Ghostbuster reference.
don't cross the streams.
Yeah. Don't cross the sausage.
Bazooka likes his sausage parties. Oh geez.
Oh yeah.
We all have hobbies, you know.
Yeah.
We're all
Do you, man? Do you?
you do you.
More power to you.
God, I love the sausage parties with the unwashed robes.
Oh,
Ooh, unwashed robes at the spa sounds terrifying.
yeah.
There's no good context for that.
Just run.
That's not a good story at all.
Well, no.
An unwashed robe? No, that you gotta.
I mean, people are selling their used bathtub water, so I don't know.
Oh
It's a
yeah, yeah,
niche for
yeah.
anything.
That's what's her name? Belle Delphine, right? That's the
Yeah.
girl who was selling
Actually,
her.
I really like the comedy. I had to check out,
Hmm.
And for once, I wasn't that annoyed by the why did I do that? But it wasn't like two girls and one cup
Oh
situation.
gosh. Yeah.
It was actually kind of funny because she's making fun, you know,
Yeah.
of the situation. She's just taking it all the way without taking it all the way.
Now I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody said that somebody got herpes from that bathwater, meaning
What
somebody
did they do with the
somebody
water?
drank the bathwater, which this is the internet, and if you're that type of dude that will buy bathwater, then you're
Yeah.
probably the type of dude that will drink the bathwater as well.
Oh my god. What the
so
fuck?
so apparently somebody got herpes from doing that.
It's so crazy. It's probably true.
So one of my other buddies told me that. Like, no, did you hear the follow up story? Like somebody got herpes from drinking that bathwater, and I didn't even flinch. I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. So you have to believe
True
all of
story,
those
bro.
things at the same time. You have to believe
Yeah.
she had herpes. You had to believe and well, actually, no. My response to that was, well, at least that verifies that it was in fact bathwater, right? She wasn't just opening up the
But
tap and then just filling the. She.
herpes from water,
It's in
from
the.
used water.
Yeah, it was authentic bathwater. That's the positive I was able to draw from that story.
Ah, so you're saying there is a chance,
There is a chance that what?
selling used bathroom water
Oh yeah,
and get monies in crazy internet monies?
sure.
Oh, I'm never going to do that, but
I think you have to well, she has like a crazy following. You have to have, we're struggling for subs on our channel. we
struggling.
we
I
we
have 1,000 subscribers. I'm
yeah.
big.
Hey, that's, it's pretty big. You could if you sold your bathwater for $5 a pop, that's $5,000 if every one of your subs bought your bathwater.
Yeah, buddy.
And you know, how many
No.
new cases of herpes would that
No,
no
I
herpes.
think it none because I do not
No,
have the
you
sex.
don't have the
We don't have the time, having small kids and everything like that. It's just
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna say, you have too much painting to do. You have time to go
Yeah,
catch
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you don't have
Of,
time to
of
go
course,
catch
that is
herpes.
that. Yep.
You know.
That was what I
I've
was
got a
saying.
full weekend as it is, buddy. I don't have time to catch herpes.
Yeah, sure.
That's
I
what you
stick to that one.
Yeah.
Uh,
I need to do I've been needing to do more streaming because whoa, getting some feedback.
Hello.
Still there? Hold on. Can you hear me? Did you
I
lose
can
me?
hear you.
Okay.
No, I am hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, good. Just making sure because my audio does weird stuff. All right. So horse. So we got a horse now and a dog. That's good.
Forcing. Oh shit! This is the beginning of a really bad, you know, movie of a sort
Uh,
or a joke.
a horse and a dog.
Uh-huh.
Yes. There you go, horsey. The horse. Oh, okay. So Mickey's talking
Sadness.
about somebody got herpes not in our spa.
Oh.
Break out the bleach, Mickey. Break out the bleach. We gotta. It's time to disinfect.
But
Gotta.
we all shall have white hair everywhere.
Let's build Sidir. Let's build Sidir.
Oh man, you know what would be really wicked?
What's that?
To have Mickey and Dave Dodge and everybody in the chat right now doing live, talking to us.
If you want to do that, you can
Need
hop. You
quoting
can
us.
hop out. Well, yeah, you can hop out of the call and then just jump into your voice channel, and that would work too. Because if you want to do that, if we want to bring more people in, I'm willing. I'll just hop out of the call.
Yeah. But I'm not sure anybody wants to join in.
Ah, you don't want to join
I don't
us,
know.
Mickey? Come on. Can we get Mickey Prime? Let's get Mickey Prime on. Let's see if that.
He's the sexy hot mess. Get Mickey
How
Jagger.
much
You want the
damage can
prime.
she do over voice? It's what is the question.
Release the Kraken.
Am I just not looking at
Quiet.
this sprue correct? Yeah, it went silent. I think she's trying to clean the spa.
Hmm. We don't want to have herpes in the spa.
That's a good thing to want. Not herpes
Looks
in
like
the
it.
spa.
Yeah, we don't have herpes, I hope, in the spa. I actually tried to get people to join my Discord on Twitter.
Yeah.
And, with the sexy spa tag on the group name. Yeah, that didn't go well. Bro joined. I think someone left.
Someone left the spa.
Yeah, it's unheard of.
What were they expecting?
I don't know. Sexy spa.
It came in. Hey, I'm here for the sausage party. and,
What the fuck?
and then they left. There's a distinct shortage of dick pics in here. And he just got up and
Hey,
left.
we had one of Dick, the Dicky boy. Isn't that enough? Can you ask for more?
Just one is plenty. That's a lot. I feel like
One is one too many.
I feel like something's missing here on Sidir. Is that what his gun looks like? Shouldn't he have more? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. No, that's right.
Did you connect the Haskuk to the horse?
No, I have to do that. I'll do that.
You have to do that too.
Do I have to do that with the rider on there to make it?
I think no, the horse have it without the.
Well, it's actually attached to his arm. It goes over.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right? Oh no, never mind. It's not. I don't understand language here. Okay,
Not me either.
YouTube newbie is in my chat. It needs
Nice.
bazooka and MJ, and it's the internet's dream. I agree. I agree, newbie. We got to try to get them into the voice chat.
I was talking, I don't know, 2 years ago about getting a microphone and get it on. As newbie get the mics on.
Yeah, all you need is a microphone. If you want to hop in the voice channel, that's pretty easy. Okay, we got that. Hold on.
This is just really good.
We're doing one thing at a time here. We're gonna do Sidir. Yeah, where did Mickey go? Who left? Okay, you still there. I'm having to sort out the spa problems. Maybe washed his robes in the jacuzzi. Now he's drying them in the sauna. There's a lot of laundry going on in the spa.
Be too much. I know. I don't know. It's supposed to be sexy.
Yeah, laundry in the spa is not sexy. Ah, there we go. So have you been able to do any gaming lately?
I have for like 3 weeks. People have been, yeah, let's play, and no, I can't play. So it's been
Yeah,
ups and downs in my.
I
So,
know.
but
Hmm.
people are adults, and have responsibilities according to their work and stuff. So I can understand, when they have a lot of tasks and they just, yeah, I just need to get home and my brain shut down. I understand that. No worries, but hopefully we're going to go play uh, next week,
Oh, that's cool.
sooner than rather than later.
So I tell all my
And Daniel,
friends,
we want to try Malifaux now.
oh,
So
cool.
hopefully we get the Malifaux in soon.
Nice. Nice, nice.
So yeah.
I tell all my friends that if they flake on gaming with me, that I just assume it's because they're fapping. Like all that's the only like
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
then you must be doing that. That's the only reason why you're
Fuck,
not
fuck,
gaming
fuck,
right
fuck.
now. One
Yeah.
who has uh you know uh that specific excuse, and most of my other and a lot of them only have like part-time jobs or seasonal jobs. And so I'm like, well, what are
Slacker.
you doing? Like, yeah, if you're not gaming with me, what are you earnestly doing? You must
What
be
are you
fapping.
doing? Yeah.
You gotta be fapping.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It's healthy. Just tell
No,
me.
no judging, but
Yeah, no judgment. That's you gotta do you. You
do you,
live.
man?
You do you. You're living your best life. It's cool.
What the fuck? You live in California with all the lovely ladies, and
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
California. Yeah, I guess that's true.
I don't know. I just watch Californication on television, and think everything is like that.
That like everybody, there's just hot,
Yeah,
beautiful women
hotness all
everywhere.
around. Yep.
That's kind of true. That's
See?
kind of true. That kind of right.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So,
Sorry.
you know, oh gosh. I so I here I'll tell you a funny story. So we used to have a babysitter, right? And
Oh god,
she's
I don't know
ev-
if I like the way
my
this is going.
it's
Continue.
fine. It's fine. My my
One
my
time, five.
son
Okay.
my son picked the babysitter. He chose the babysitter.
Sure.
Like he opened we were interviewing people and he opened the door for her and he loved her. Anyways, so needless to say, she is super hot, right? She is very, very, very hot, right? So,
Okay.
so she shows up like and she's when our kids have we do the birthday parties or whatever. She's there, and one of the guys that I work with, his daughter is the same age as my son, so he goes every year, and he just like stares at her and he looks at me, he's like, dude, how do you get anything done? Looking at that. And so we had this like inside joke with my wife that and it's the agreement that my wife is like, okay, if anything happens to me, you have to marry her. I'm like, yeah, I'm
Oh
good with
shit.
that.
Damn.
Like, I'm okay with that. And then she's like, yeah, I'm okay with that. And this guy like saw all of that happen and his jaw dropped. He's like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah, but
But isn't that the kind of a little dangerous to say? You know,
Why? Because like if she were to get murdered, then there's like motive. They could
if she's
trace it
on life
back.
support or something, and you just boop.
Oh gosh, yeah. They're
I
thinking,
wouldn't do that.
you're like, did this guy Tiger Woods this whole thing here? Yeah.
I don't know.
But
That was dark.
I think you get, I don't know. I mean, living out here, I think you have to like be desensitized to it. I think that's the only way to survive. So
Probably.
you just like, okay, yeah, there's another hot one. Okay, cool.
Cool, cool.
Cool. Just move on. It's fine. Is this why you guys have kids? YouTube newbie is a Russian bot and he's in both chats. Oh my god. I knew it.
There's also an attack helicopter.
Yes. He's the reason why they didn't like my horrible Star Wars movie. Russian bot. Oh man. Okay. So I went from the easiest minis to put together to the the mounted guy who's like the most pieces.
Oh shit. But I have to,
22.
rewind back a little. Your
Yep.
wife is just a really cool chick to say that.
She is
She's
very
amazing.
realistic. Yeah. She's pretty awesome. Actually, yeah. You're right. She's very awesome.
Good
She's
catch.
she was very popular on my channel. I don't have you seen the video like her video the video with that she's in? She's only in like 2 videos in my whole channel.
Maybe?
No, it's actually quite old. Um, but she's on. So one of the videos that she's in on my channel has over 650,000 views on it.
Holy shit.
Like,
Damn.
we should have just made the channel about you. No one wants to watch me building this crap. No one wants to
Yeah.
see that. Yeah, pretty funny.
You have the channel ID then.
What's that?
You make a little corner for yourself in the movie, and then she just sit there in the rest of it, and people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right. I know.
Yeah,
Like, she's
not
like,
strange at all.
mm-hmm. She's like, how come we should? How come we're not making like money off, off YouTube? Like, I've seen all these. I'm like, because you don't do videos. If you did videos, you'd make money. People don't want to watch me. Uh-oh, YouTube newbie is saying, I can hear both your voices in this chat, but not in Dice's.
Okay,
I don't know
that
what that
is
means.
that maybe it's true. I don't know. I haven't checked
I
if
would think,
the YouTube video
yeah.
makes
It,
sounds of everybody, but
oh, look, actually, well, I don't know. Yeah, he pointed it out in both chats because the Russian
probably
bot
true.
needs to have, he's got to have both.
Both ways. Hmm, I don't know. It's probably correct, and I do not know how to fix it.
I don't know. So he can't hear you in yours. That's kind of bad.
Or good.
Depending. Did you watch that one? I did a stream with Yvonne like a month ago or something, and my audio wasn't working for like the first hour. So
Yep, I time stamped it for you.
yeah, you
I don't know
timestamp. Oh,
if you
that's right.
saw that.
Because the rest, like the
Yeah,
first hour, just sounds like her talking to herself.
yeah, it's so strange, but kind of fascinating.
It's okay. She's still
So it's
entertaining. Just
probably the same now, but
yeah.
to leave it like this and just be mystical.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, she's just entertaining, talking like one half of a conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it's
were.
not easy to actually make YouTube videos. It's so much to consider and understand and be on top of. Uh, I don't know why I do it, but I think it's fun. So I don't know.
What made you start making YouTube videos? Like what?
Warboss Day.
What's that?
Warboss Day. I blame it all
Oh,
on the
Warboss
Warboss.
Tay. So you were watching Warboss Tay,
Yeah.
and he encouraged you to start a
Make
channel.
videos too if you're hobbying. And yeah, no, I can do that.
That's pretty awesome.
So
So that's
I
yeah,
blame
that
it
makes
all on
sense.
him. He's the reason why you you're sitting here talking to a strange Norwegian old fart.
By the way, oh, I forgot. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I gave for your extra life donation. I gave those entries to Yvonne, and she won a miniature.
What the fuck?
Thanks to you.
Nice,
Yeah, so she was super happy about that.
nice.
So I thought I would pass
I
that
like
on to
that.
you. Um, cool. So Warboss Tay started. Interesting. And you guys said you saw him, right, this week? Like he
Yeah,
showed up in a
he
comment
commented
section.
on Sparkle's video about Finecast.
Oh, cool.
He's doing the skit about Finecast.
Mm-hmm.
And Dave was also talking about it, and he was commenting it. It's an old video about from him, but he was in and saying just yeah, some commenting about it. I think I screen captured that and put it on Discord. Not being a stalker or something, but
So I don't know if he is still in Northern California or if he went back to Hawaii. I don't know where he's because he moved to Northern California at one point. And
and
I
his
told him like,
wife.
yeah, him and his wife, and I said, okay, well, if you're ever in Southern California or if I go up to Northern California, we got to get together.
Would be
Um,
epic.
but but yeah, then he kind of disappeared. So I don't
Yeah,
know. I do
yeah.
not know where
I,
he's
I
at.
kind of all there are a lot of YouTubers no not you know making movies and like no movies but
Videos.
videos anymore.
Hmm.
But I really miss him because he had this you know it just had something about him that's just inviting and he's fun.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. He's very
Yeah.
entertaining.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta. Hopefully, he can, you know, pop in every once in a while from his
Yeah.
whatever he's got going on in his life. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's not just fapping the entire time. See,
You shouldn't do that when you are married.
he's a little busier
I don't
than
know.
than.
Uh, then you're doing it wrong, I think.
You're doing it wrong.
But
Yeah.
yeah, if you're fapping when you are getting married and stuff, yeah, I don't know. No comments.
Or
Okay,
if
yeah,
you've been married
you
too
go with that.
long, right? Then it's okay again.
Yeah, yeah. So me and my girlfriend, we have been together for we are pushing I don't know 18, 19 years now.
Whoa! Wow, that's
But we
awesome.
haven't married yet, so
Oh wow. I'm afraid to ask a question. Is that good, bad, indifferent? I don't know.
bad or the ugly. I don't know. Yeah, I love her and she loves me, so it's
Hmm.
all good. It's just getting married is a hassle.
Okay. Yep.
Uh, we are both kind of I don't know what you want to call it. We do not like to have too much fuss around us. So
Oh,
getting
okay.
that party going is just yeah I don't
Sure. Okay, that makes sense.
know. despite making YouTubes and stuff like that, I really like to be private.
Yeah, I think a lot of YouTubers, especially hobbyists, are pretty private people, right? When they're when they're not on camera.
It's a kind of, it's not like a persona per se, but it's a persona kind of. I
Yeah,
don't know. I get my kicks doing this. I really enjoy this.
you
So.
can't be Diceyguy all the time, is what you're saying. The world can't. The world
Or
could not
can
handle.
I?
Yeah, the world is not ready for Diceyguy all the time. Or are we? I don't know. Yeah. No. I hate doing this part. But that's cool, yeah.
So,
I don't know. But I used to stream every day and then and it was cool. Um and I would just talk about whatever. But now, you know, now I don't like feel the need to paint every night. I still paint a lot though. And then and I would kick the camera on like if my friends message me. I'm like, hey, because it's almost like for us, it's just like hanging out. It doesn't really like a lot of people that watch my live streams and jump on that kind of thing. They're just local people I game with, so it's not like a for lack of a better term, it's not like there's a YouTube persona or anything. This is just I just hang out like this. There just happens to be a camera between me and the model. That's it.
really, but I really enjoy your videos when you are just being yourself,
Talking
talking to your
trash.
friends. Yeah,
Yeah,
mostly.
mostly.
But because it feels like you're just sitting with your friends painting and stuff,
Yeah,
goofing around,
that's kind of right.
joking around,
That's
talking,
kind of the
talking.
idea, right? Is you just want to have that because that's the most fun you can have when you're painting is if you're in a room full of your friends and you do that. And I post like locally um, once a quarter I host a paint day at my LGS. So people come by and they bring all their projects and stuff and we all just hang out there and paint. And so this is like the next best thing. So I tell so I tell those people like, oh hey, if you have more questions, you want to come hang out or talk to me while I'm painting, I have them show up on the channel and they might be in the chat and they can ask questions. Oh, here we go. So YouTube newbie says I'm depressingly unemployed, mate, so I can't afford luxuries like hobbing, so I enjoy watching Dice's bonkers streams. Yes, as do I. Although I a lot of times I catch you like it's usually a weird part of the day for me. So sometimes it's like lunch hour at work or sometimes it's just like early, super early in the morning for me, right? It's like early evening for you right now, right? Or
Yeah, it's closing to midnight now.
oh,
It's
never mind, not early.
1 hour to midnight.
Oh, geez, yeah. So other than time being a annoying thing,
Time is a bitch.
yeah.
So yeah, but
But it's just good to like I watched I watched your the last couple ones you did. I watched them on playback.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry, but it's actually kind of nice cuz like I'll have them on when I'm either like in my car or if I'm just sitting at my desk doing kind of like mind-numbing spreadsheet stuff and you just want to have a voice going. It's like perfect for
Yeah.
that.
So you fall asleep.
No, it's actually no, it's kind of cool.
Okay, nice.
And then every once in a while you can look back and see what you're working on camera.
It's kind of the idea behind doing live and trying
Hmm.
to do it live as often as I do. But lately I feel uh, have back pains and headaches and stuff like that,
Ooh.
and
Do you suffer
it's
from
kind of
migraines?
really it's no, I have fallen from a roof many years ago,
Oh,
and it
geez.
acts up, and I am an unapplied guy too, so
Mm.
it's so I'm battling stuff like that, and it's a where was I going with this? I don't know.
Uh, so
Yeah,
streaming
so
is,
it's hard to do live every day.
I see.
So some days I just have to sit and just feel feel the pain, but
Hmm.
feel the need for painting. It's kind of hard when
Yeah,
you actually finding a purpose. Sitting and painting and talking with people and goofing around.
sure.
Yeah, you do something that matters when you are sitting.
When you,
Like we do right now.
yeah, do you, but you mentioned like, do you do any commission painting? You ever get into that?
Yeah, I call it commission painting, but it's just painting for friends,
Oh, I
for
see. Yeah.
favors, pro quo.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't go to impeachment or something.
Oh, Mickey's looking for, she's looking for favors for painting. Not Mickey, sorry. Mickey Prime is looking for,
Nice.
she's interested in bartering. That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got into commission painting um when my first son was born, you know.
Okay.
And
So
before
five,
that I
six
was
years ago.
doing, yeah, I was kind of doing what you were doing, which is you paint for friends and that kind of thing. And then after a while, you make enough friends and you
That
need,
you had to get paid.
yeah, and you're like, well, I don't want to, you know, I don't want my hobby to be taking money away from things I need for my little baby. And then I started
Yeah.
commission painting, and um, it's been pretty good. You know, probably uh, probably 70% of the stuff I paint on my like streams and stuff is commission stuff. Or it's, even if it's not commission, it's stuff that I just turn around and sell. So that's good, and it helps like pay for the hobby.
That is super good.
See,
That
Steve?
is yeah, it's kind of I dream about it, but I don't know how to get it turn around.
Yeah,
As
I,
I live in a place where there are less people,
sure.
and to get stuff sent to people, it's going to take days, and when you don't have face-to-face contact with people and stuff like that, it's I don't know.
That makes sense. Yeah, that can be tough. Luckily,
So yeah, I don't know how to do it.
right. Like a lot of my clients here are all local people, and then I can just we can just pick up they can just pick up their project, directly from me. But a lot of that just kind of happened on its own, just because it was, more convenient to do that. I do not understand how this goes. Oh, it goes like that. That is so weird. The neck and the collar is a separate piece. That is weird.
It's a weird miniature
Yes, it is
from weird.
exactly. It is exactly a weird miniature. Look at that. Oh, and he has a little pistol too. I've got to put on. Cool.
See, my webcam has frozen up,
Uh oh.
so nobody has seen what I have been painting.
Uh oh.
So that's cool. But yeah,
They just heard us
so
talking about fapping and
yeah, internet turns everything off.
herpes in the spa. There's gonna be a separate, instead of the naughty the naughty corner, they're gonna rename it herpes in the spa for like a week while you clean it out. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, I think, man. Yeah, I was hoping to get in a game today, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That's okay.
It's a real bummer when you know you have the plans, everything is happening, you
Mm-hmm.
have the lists, everything is just built up,
Yeah.
and you kind of feel battle readiness, you know, when you are ready for a game, and then they say, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get this. You have this momentum in your, you know, brain or what you want to call it, and it's kind of hard finding something to use it on when you know you can't go when you're ready for, you know, a battle.
Yeah. So you spend all this time like building your list, and then you do a little theory crafting, and then by the time you're about ready to game, then something happens. That's happened like 3 times in the past week.
Yeah, sucks.
Right. Sometimes
I
it's
do.
for good reasons though, right?
Yeah.
Like the other night we were supposed to stream, and um, I had to meet the guy for Crystal Fortress for that thing that I reviewed.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah, so I had to meet him, and then we just like we just decided to just get a beer afterwards.
Hey.
so just ended up not turning the camera on. We're like, it's fine, it's okay. But I do need to film something. Like I haven't uploaded a game in a while, and I need to film. Hopefully, I don't know
Yeah,
if we're filming a Malifaux game or a Guild Ball or even like Rumble Slam. We may do something like that.
I haven't watched any Rumble Slam.
Yeah,
It would be interesting to see how it works.
it's actually that's a very easy game to film too, because you're just filming the wrestling rink. So you could just do a fixed camera, and it's so small. The wrestling rink is a little 1 by 1 square,
Yeah, that's super easy to
and
set
so
up.
you just set up a fixed camera, and the games run about 30 minutes, I want to say. So
Uh, It's kind of like a dream setup then for streaming,
yeah,
wise, and how you know, position your cameras and stuff like that.
right. Let's see. I'm like Dice. I've got physical health problems, but I was born with them. Dodgy spice and what Brits call a gammy leg. A gammy leg? Oh, okay. God knows how I would have managed being American, not being able to afford health insurance. Oh yeah, yeah. That can be that can be a challenge over here for sure if you don't have
Uh,
health
I,
insurance.
I feel really lucky to be born in Norway, having, you know, everybody else carrying my load,
Oh no. I
paying for
mean,
my bills, you know.
in California, you know there's so much assistance that you can get that it's not that big of a deal. That's why a lot of so many people move to California too. And then you got a-holes like me on the other side. I'm tired of paying these taxes. I gotta feed my kids. Stop charging me more taxes. But yeah, so it's not that bad. It's the one it's pluses and minuses. So sometimes like even though there isn't like a universal healthcare, um, there's a lot of assistance, and then um, you can often get your healthcare services. From what I hear, the upside to it is the you get the service a little bit faster than you normally would in other places. And the only experience I have is Canada, right? Canada universal health care is seems to be very good, but then it's also very up and down, right? Like there's some people on waiting lists forever and ever in Canada. And I know of a friend of mine who lives up there. You know, um, her dad needed treatment for his heart, and it didn't end well. So we'll just leave it there. Like, yeah, it's rough because you know you're on a waiting list for so long,
Have
and it was the
kind of the
opposite
same
problem. They
system though
wanted
in
to take
Norway.
what's that?
In Norway though, than like Canada, but for heart surgery and stuff like that, yeah, you get first treat.
Yeah,
But you can also pay your way to get it if you have, you feel your nose is not sexy enough. You can pay your way to get the.
if your body isn't sexy enough to save.
Yeah, yeah, it was a stupid, you know. But
We could do this, but you're not hot enough to save. You're gonna have to wait. You gotta
no, no,
wait
no, no,
in
no,
that line.
no, no, no. Look, no, you misunderstand me.
Oh,
Like when it's life-threatening stuff, you get first,
oh,
and
I
it's
see.
if you are younger, you get first. You're like 90 years old, and you just want to have your boobies fixed.
Hmm.
You probably have to wait a while.
You want some bolt-ons, you can't. You're not
Yeah,
gonna be first in line there. That's a bummer.
you know.
Trying to just sharpen up my camera here. Whoa. That's So I live in Orange County, which is like the plastic surgery capital of the world down here. So um, we, you know, when I was a single man and I was dating down here, you know, you'd go to a nightclub or whatever, especially like really close to where I live. You can go to a nightclub and you could be dancing. You're dancing with this girl who, in the dark, looks really great, and you know, she's really sweet and all this, and then you know, you step outside and you're like, whoa, I didn't realize you were that old. You know, and you're like, you know, because they're really fit, and you know, and it's not. I don't mean to be uh, insulting, but it's very shocking that
Also,
through plastic
advertisement.
surgery, you know, that people here can look very different. But even without that, like my wife and I, we were walking around um, last weekend. We were walking around in public, and you know, we saw some younger people like in their 20s, and they look like they're in their 50s. And we look pretty young. We're like, how come we look like we're in our 20s and they look like they're in their 50s?
It's the sun, maybe.
Could be the sun, but I think it's also, you know, uh, some of that too
I've lived.
is just like being, you know, the younger generation being a little more jaded and a little, you know, depressed about things, which
I see.
I can totally see that.
Or drugs,
Oh, or drugs, yes. Drugs will age you super fast. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer about your spine there, newbie. Hopefully, you know, hopefully things get better for you, and you can come enjoy a hobby or FAP. You know, also good, also
Yeah,
also a good healthy hobby.
sure. But yeah, is health maybe I don't know.
It's healthy, you know.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, tapping is healthy. It's sure it release stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, my wife is really cool. Before we were married, she uh,
Tap.
she got me a subscription to Playboy. And she was like,
Oh
"Here,
God.
yeah." She's like, "You know,
No.
I realize you need stimulation when I'm not around. Here you go."
Holy crap.
So she got so I used to have a subscription to that. It was
Nice.
okay. Playboy's all right. I mean, the pictures are really nice. I just don't know. They're really nice to look at, but it for whatever reason that never that didn't. Maybe I was desensitized, like I said, from living out here. Maybe you're like
No,
whatever.
whatever.
Like I've seen those. I
Yeah.
see those all the time. Not a big deal. It's okay.
Oh God.
Ugh. You gotta trim a little gunk here off Alex DeLarge's hat. We're just gonna call this guy for. He obviously looks like a Clockwork Orange. Cool.
Any milk?
So you guys, Dicey, do you guys celebrate Halloween in
Yeah.
Norway? Yeah.
Halloween was a Scandinavian thing
Oh, okay.
back in like broad Viking time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, actually, it's the commercial American way. It is coming to Norway too. So the
Oh,
kids are trick and treating and stuff like that now.
cool. What?
And like that when I was young.
Oh, nice.
But yeah,
Do you have costumes for your kids?
yeah, they really like to dress up like whatever. Not scary stuff. They're really into more like cops and ninjas and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, this is our my family our favorite holiday is Halloween. My wife likes to dress up, and we had a pirate themed party for my boys' birthdays because their birthdays are in
Cool.
October, so it
Yeah.
works out perfect, with Halloween and all that. Am I just not doing this right? I'm totally not doing this right. No, that's. I mean, just
So
not. Go ahead.
we have more tradition to do like carnival, dressing up like more like in the carnival season. So when is that?
The carnival season?
Like in the spring times
Oh, okay.
when you see the
Oh,
carnival in
Carnival,
Brazil and stuff like that.
yeah, South America, sure. Yeah, Carnival is, I believe it's in the late summer, right? From what I understand, but I don't know. I'm
Okay,
not, yeah,
yeah,
I'm not an
maybe
expert
I'm
on
just
that.
not me either. But we anyways do try to celebrate and stuff like that. More like when the sun comes back from total darkness here.
Mm-hmm.
We are celebrating by dressing up and having fun. But there are more dressing up whenever, and especially now when it's coming close to Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Kids in the kindergarten and stuff like that are like dressing up and cosplaying much. I really wanted to do that when I was young.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom, I saw a old episode of Batman. Adam West
Yeah. And so
dress and stuff like that.
you wanted to dress up
And
like Batman?
yeah, she made the dress like that. But she used the ski mask, the cover up you have over her head.
Right.
And she just pulled up some ears from it.
So it's just ad hoc
Yeah,
Batman. That's awesome.
yeah.
Or
It was so awesome. In my head, I looked like a superhero, and everybody at the school party was making fun of me, but I didn't care.
yeah, who cares? When so
And yeah, actually, if I was a kid today, I would totally go into the cosplay scene and be doing that stuff.
what
Um,
would you what do you think you would cosplay today?
Everything.
You'd be Ed Sheeran? No, I'm just kidding. Who would
That
you?
is the weirdest comment I got from a chick.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, you are definitely yeah, I don't know." Thank you.
That could, but what was Yvonne was saying, like, yeah, but we love Ed Sheeran. Like, that could work for you, right? if you ran into some pretty girls that were like really big Ed Sheeran fans.
She was like, yeah, she wanted to go, to a room and do stuff, and I was,
Yeah,
yeah, no, no, I have girlfriend and I don't need
it was the
this.
fantasy. It was the fantasy of being with Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
She could.
so I probably should granted her that wish, but
Yeah.
I would probably just what do you call it, disappoint her in the
Mm.
sack.
Oh, but then
So,
that's perfect because then you're not the one with the reputation. It would be Ed Sheeran. She would go back and tell her friends, like, yeah, I met Ed Sheeran. He was such a nice guy. And then, we went back to his room and, well, yeah, I don't really listen
yeah,
to his music anymore now. You just like ruin Ed Sheeran for some fan.
random chick
Oh gosh,
wanting
why is
the
that doing that
Ed
right
Sheeran dick.
there?
Yeah, but yeah, but that was just really strange. I don't seek, I do not flirtation or what you want to call it.
Yeah,
I haven't done that scene at all. I
right.
So it's just really strange when a girl walks up to you and sit down and come with this compliment and stuff like that. And I'm, yeah, sure, thank you. And really, vivid explanation of what she wants to do. And yeah, sure, thank you.
Yeah, this sounds like a good
So
idea. I'm not going to object to that. Sure, it's a great idea. It's
you should
exactly
do that. You
it's
do you.
exactly what I was thinking. Right. Why not?
Yeah, yeah. It was really uncomfortable, but yeah.
Wow. You could have been like Ed Sheeran's Me Too moment. You could have been, you could have been in trouble.
Yeah.
He's in public going, "No, it's not me. It's some Norwegian guy. He paints miniatures. He's on you. I swear. It was not me."
Yeah.
you know, the press shows up at your house and I don't know what you're talking about. That Ed Sheeran guy sounds crazy. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Why would he just pick me at random? Aw, I had the choice of putting a sword on him? Aw,
Dun,
man.
dun, dun.
Oops. Oh well.
Puff, do again.
The problem is with plastic cement, that may be too late if I want to put a sword on him.
Oh.
I do want to put a sword on him though. Forget this dumb. The gun looks dumb. The net gun looks dumb. Oh, is it too late? No, I got it. I can get it off. There we go. Yay.
Holy shit,
Just put.
savage. You just ripped the
I just
whole
ripped it
handle.
off. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I don't care. This
like no
is.
tomorrow.
Yep. I'm probably gonna play this crew for like a week and then sell it because I do that,
Yeah,
especially with
you're a flipper.
Malifaux and Guild Ball. Like you could paint a whole team and then just turn around and sell it. You're like,
It's
nah, I
so
don't really
nice
like.
sculptures. They
Yeah.
go really fast painting, and I really like them.
Mm-hmm. And the sculpts are really
Not
good, like
like
you said.
what
Oh, go ahead.
I, I don't know.
Well, like if you're gonna do that with like 40K or something, that's a
That is
large investment,
two
right?
lifetimes.
Yeah.
Oh, newbie says fapping is the best in life.
Sure. Why not?
Oh yeah, that was kind of random. What shall I dress as for Halloween this year? Mickey Janwer asks.
Oh, what
Hmm.
should Mickey be? I think she should dress up as Mickey Prime. I'm just. Hey, what's up, David? Um, got David Luff on my stream here.
Cool.
Let's see. Mickey should. Hmm, I do like that idea of Mickey Prime or. Hmm.
Prime. Yeah.
Hmm. What would be a good one this year?
Anya from Conan.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you want to live forever?
Would be nice.
You could be that. Why not? You have to say it that way too. Do you want to live forever? And I'll get a bowl cut and I'll be Subadai. I could just be I'll be the archer guy. Or I could shave my head and be Mako, who was awesome. I loved Mako. Let's see. In the 70s, 80s, and 90s, it was mainly bonfire night for us in England. The community used to get together from a few local blocks, build a fire, and celebrate in groups. That sounds awesome. Like a like a block party, I guess, in the U.S. What they would call that.
For Halloween.
I think so. Bonfire night,
Hmm.
I guess. I um so I have my wife and I were talking about this the other day that I could dress up as a, a fast food worker. There's a burger chain out here called In and Out Burger, and we won this
Sure.
costume contest before, and they for one of the prizes was like a full blown like apron, like an actual authentic uniform for In and Out, and I
What?
never wore it, and I'm like, well, I could just do that. Like, I could
Boot
go
time.
to the burger place right now, get a paper hat from one of the staff there, and then just dress up as a burger guy for Halloween. I could do that.
And stand in line there waiting for your food.
Oh, people would the problem is people would expect me to bring them food.
Oh shit.
That would be a problem.
No, you're
Um,
not supposed to. What you call it when you are. Um, they do this.
what
Fingers.
fingers? Oh, okay.
What's it called? I don't know.
The middle finger? You just give them. You just flip
Flipping the
them the
bird.
bird.
No, when you are making the sound, when you are
Oh, when you snap your
mixing,
fingers,
snap
right?
your fingers. God damn it!
Yeah.
You're not supposed to snap your fingers at the waiter. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I learned that the hard way. Was sitting in Chinese restaurant,
Okay.
walked by, and he worked there, and I was snapping my fingers.
Oh no.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, what
I was
happened?
trying to be, getting a rapid service because he was just walking around doing nothing.
Sure.
And we were doing there. I was working. Um, Anyways, there was a lot of we needed to go, and we just needed the food really fast.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of in the mood for snapping my fingers,
Yeah.
and he just straight up into my face, with his fists, karate move,
Correct.
and stopped just one hair from my nose
Oh wow.
and said, "Don't fucking do that uh, uh, like anytime more. Like, stop that."
Where was this? What country were you in?
I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't understand that I was rude.
Well, what country were you in?
But
Were
yeah,
you in China during this or?
Norway. It's Norway. Hey, Norway.
Oh, Norway. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I didn't expect that because normally people in Norway is mellow-headed. They are
Yeah.
not responding like that.
Right.
So I didn't expect that. But they told me at the board when he left, yeah, you shouldn't do that. That is really rude. It's like flipping him the bird.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, I didn't mean that. And when he come back and gave us service, I said apologized and everything like that. But
That's good.
it stuck with me. It's like, holy shit, I didn't mean to do that. But so don't snap your fingers or flip the bird to a waiter.
Yeah. No. Always be good to the waiters. You don't know
Yeah,
what they're putting in
and
your
yeah.
food.
I
If
always
you're
give
if you
them tips and everything like that. But
yeah. If you're bad to your waiter, you have no idea what they're gonna put in your food or anything
yeah,
like that, right?
you will have a good idea what you're putting in your food.
Yeah. No, my wife used to wait tables when she was in college, so we tend to be very good to waiters.
We don't have
Uh,
the tradition in Norway to tip waiters. You don't usually give people more money
oh,
than
I
it
see.
costs
Okay,
because it's in the price, you know. So
it's included. Yeah,
everything is up and up.
sure.
But that time I give him a big raise.
That's good.
But I don't know. Maybe I eat the Lugers.
They typically, yeah, like here you're supposed to tip 15%, but even
15%.
then, most of the time we tip like 20%. Uh, let's see. Halloween was never a big thing in the past here in England. It's more like American Halloween these days, parties, trick or treat. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, and the one thing here in the U.S. which is becoming more rare is it's it used to be little kids used to go around the neighborhood and trick or treat in the neighborhood, but now they prefer you to do trick or treating like at the mall, or you could trick or treat at like the amusement parks and that kind of stuff, because not all neighborhoods will say are the best or the safest things for your kids to be running around at night. You know, like back in the 80s, we used to just, our parents would just let you out of the house and you left the
Good
house,
luck
and
then.
yeah, and you would come back at nighttime, hopefully, when the sun goes down. But they don't really do that in the US anymore. But there's still some neighborhoods like out here where there's a specific neighborhood where we go trick or treating, which is it's a pretty upscale neighborhood, and there's a lot of retirees there, and they're retired. They're so happy that people are coming to see them that they just give out like gigantic amounts of candy. So our kids always come back and they have these like they can't carry their candy. There's like way too much of it.
Nice.
So that's going to
Bonanza.
be our plan again this year. Um, yeah,
you you struck the what you call it, the gold,
yeah,
candy gold.
yeah. It's candy gold out here. Like just to be able to. Oh wait, I have another kit to build. Let's do that. Um, yeah, just to go. We took our kids to an amusement park, like a theme park, this weekend, and they let you do trick or treating there. So they got a bunch of candy already. But
That's nice.
yeah.
So here we have it. It's just starting now. Kids are going on the neighborhoods, ringing
Hmm.
on the doors and trick or treat.
Yep.
We give them candy. Then they come back and bell the door sometimes more, and then they go.
Well, that's cool. Do you see?
So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, no, go.
I was just gonna ask, like, so how many years have you do you take your kids trick or treating?
Yeah, ask them every year if they want to, and if they want to, we try to do it.
Okay.
So we have moved this year. So we are living in uh, it's it's not many people living in close here.
Okay.
It's like 20 people, and the people are not expecting you to come up on the door and asking for candy.
I see.
So I have to calibrate with the other parents and maybe go together with them in the small town here and maybe get some candies.
Yeah, you may have to,
I will
right.
see if they want to. We do it, but
Sure. But you're probably out like in a more remote area, right? Where they,
yeah,
yeah. Was I supposed to
it's
get
me and the moose.
four? Wow. There are a lot of pieces to these now. Getting a full size Snickers. Yeah, these aren't we like they don't give out full size. They give out the king size Snickers, which is like a meal, you know.
Right.
that would like sustain you for a whole day if you ate one of those. And my oldest is 6. Like he wouldn't be able to handle that much. But my wife teaches she teaches well she used to teach theater at her high school.
Ooh, nice.
So she was always into costumes. So we always do
It's wicked.
a lot of costume stuff. So we have Halloween this month, and then it's my son's birthdays, so we always have a costume theme every year. So this year was pirates, which is super fun. Wow, this thing has a lot of pieces. But yeah, that should be good. We used to do a Malifaux event for Halloween every year because Malifaux is like a
Ooh.
great, it's a very similar theme to Halloween with the horror elements in it. So we always used to do like a Halloween event. But we're probably not going to do that this year. This year we have our Extra Life thing happening next Saturday, which I have to prepare for.
It's a really good cause to bring in a little money to the people who need it the most, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
really good charity. Um, I have to um, I'm gonna have to change my goal. I have to move my goal up, or else people will stop donating. I don't want to. It was great that
Oh, nice.
we hit the goal before the event, which is great. But it's always nice to have people playing for a goal. And I still have a lot of stuff uh, to give away. So we're gonna
It's going to be like kind of like a Kickstarter. You have to have the stretch
get
goals.
stretch goals now. Yeah, like even this crew here, I might raffle off this crew after it's done. If I can finish painting it this week, which maybe I can, then I'll raffle it. But I am raffling off the Joan of Arc board game. I don't know if you've ever seen that
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Yeah,
a lot of pieces. It's not painted though,
right,
or
right, not painted. But I kickstarted that and then never did anything with it. So I was like, okay, well, this is a good cause. Let's just donate it to that.
good way to clean out your hobby shelf.
True.
I
Yeah.
have so much, laying on shelf, not opened,
Mhm.
and like so that's a good way to just give it away to somebody who wants it
Right.
instead of just collecting dust.
Right.
It's
Yep.
a good, yeah.
David Love says just started working on a steampunk themed costume, but will not be ready this year. Oh man,
Oh,
that's cool. I have
it's
quite a
really
few
cool.
steampunk stuff. My wife and I used to like going to steampunk conventions before we had kids. We have a lot of steampunk gear, and yeah, my eldest son was conceived at a steampunk convention.
Hello.
Yeah, he
So,
he he was
you have to
conceived.
have babysitters then and go through
Yeah,
that again.
yeah. He was. There was a steampunk convention. It was on the Queen Mary. You know, the large that large ocean liner that's in here in California, and they had a steampunk convention on it because um, the the rumor is that the Queen Mary is haunted.
Ooh,
So it's a good place to do that kind of stuff and have conventions
getting
um,
kids.
and they have people, yeah, and making kids obviously. And they have like ghosts. They have like people dressed up as ghosts that like walk by and that kind of stuff. Um, but it's been a while since. But I still have all my steampunk gear. Like I still have a lot of things to wear for that.
You have a 3D printer.
You have a 3D printer?
Do you have that?
I don't. I don't have a 3D
Okay,
printer.
because I just see how much cool parts you can make with that for
Yeah.
costumes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I imagine your
definitely.
kid that was conceived of the on that steampunk convention. He's really into customs.
Yeah, he is.
Dressing up.
He's really into, he paints miniatures. He's done a couple
Nice.
streams on this channel. Um, yeah, he really likes his costumes, and one day I'll take him when both of the kids are a little bit older. We can take the whole family on a steampunk convention. Although I will say that I feel like those conventions are for single people, not
Okay.
so much for families. Like the amount
It's
of
a lot of
people,
drinking and stuff like that, maybe.
yeah, there's a lot of drinking and people trying to hook up in those conventions. It's like a very common topic on this channel is the number of times like we ran into thirsty people at the steampunk convention, you know. Um, and the number of times I've been in trouble going to a steampunk convention,
Yeah.
you know, because it's not my fault. Like people just expect that.
Yeah, you have
But
your Ed Sheeran moment, you know.
yeah, and that was my answer. there was there's um, uh, a young lady that used to go to these steampunk conventions, and she was friends with me and my wife, and she always used to like flirt with me in front of my wife. It used to drive her crazy. Uh, she would get so mad, and um, just recently, she's friends with my wife, and just recently, like she finally apologized to my wife for doing that. So good for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of that. So if you're single, go to a steampunk convention. That's my bit of advice. Go.
If you're not, you're probably going to be
If you're
single
not,
if you go to
yeah,
that.
if you're not, or just, go during the day and then leave before it gets too bad. Before people start getting too thirsty.
Like, peace out, I'm out. Straight
Yeah.
before.
Um. Uh, yep. It's been fun,
Saying
everybody.
they can they hear your voice now? Can you hear painted on my site now?
No, no, no.
Was-
Ooh, thirsty people and thoughts. Oh, hey, Nick is in your chat. What's up, Nick? Oh, are we still having
He
audio
is going
problems?
as Mickey Prime.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's talking about Chicky Bow Wow.
Mickey Prime is she's looking for her costume right now. She can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have told her to wear a a steampunk costume. That would have been a cool one for her.
Ooh.
She could do that. Oh, wow. So you gotta. Oh, man. Why does this guy look like he has a dent on the back of his head? What is going on here? What is going on? Weird. Okay.
Interesting to see what's coming up. I have built this kit and I can't remember. It was that finicky.
You built this one?
Yep.
Oh, geez.
Actually built it up, painted up, and sold it
Oh, cool. Okay.
because it's cool miniatures.
But you haven't played, you've never like put this on the table and played it.
Not in second edition. I played Dark Depths and
Oh, okay.
probably
During
it.
during second edition or first edition?
No, not first edition. It was I was just googling stuff when the first edition come out, and everything was so cool and sexy.
Yeah.
Second edition come out, and yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, there's one done. What's this? Yeah, see, Mickey said she's looking for a prime.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, check in with my friend to see if he is
Oh, you
around
want
for a game.
steampunk? Mickey says.
Yes, we want a steampunk Mickey costume now. Yeah. All of the stuff that you just found on your prime costume, they just put that all away now. We're gonna start over. We're starting over. We're gonna do steampunk.
Way forward. Get it.
Steampunk costuming is great though. Like if you're gonna do, um, you can have a Western theme in there, or you can do, a lot of like a lot of corset stuff and leather, all the airship
Yeah.
stuff, goggles. Like it's really cool to
Oh,
wear that kind of stuff.
really want to have like really old what do you call it, aeronaut kind of costume
Yeah,
with this flapping headdress and stuff like that. Ah,
yeah, that would be
with
pretty awesome.
ears and stuff. Yeah.
I took I wanted like a little bit more of like an Asian theme to my costume, so I have one that is um it's like a long Mao jacket, like a Mao style jacket, almost like if you remember the second Matrix, the kind of jacket Neo wears in the second Matrix is a like a Mao style coat. It's
Kind
kind of
of
like
forget
it's kind
Matrix
of like that.
2 and 3. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. Oh hey, yeah. So Nick is listening to my channel but watching your channel because you because
Kind
I
of
have
thinking.
video and you have audio. So so between both of these, you get one stream. You've got one usable stream.
You need to cross the streams.
It was success, we're calling it. Uh-oh, that was bad. Oh, there it is.
Followed by oh, that's bad.
That's scary. Like you lose a tiny little piece like this, like it falls in your lap and it's threatening to hit the floor. That thing hit
Oh
the
yeah.
floor, you'll never find it,
Hello, spared.
right? You're not religious until that moment. Like, dear God, please, please, don't lose Jan Lo's beard. Why is that a separate piece? It's just the back of his hood.
Oh, it's weird miniatures.
That's just
Like to throw this
somebody
on the
who's
lakes.
really angry with life. But they had to make that a separate piece.
Can't remember that being in the relic hunter
Oh, it's
pack.
it's not. It's not. It's this.
Okay.
This is the new set. One born
Ah,
every minute. So this has additional
ooh,
wastrels in it. Yeah. So I just added on.
measure.
that that is the worst feeling. You like lose a piece on the floor.
Kijana says, "Damn it, you guys!"
Yep.
And what is the difference between cyber and steampunk?
Oh, between cyberpunk and steampunk? Well, cyberpunk is future. Cyberpunk is dystopian future, right? So that's like pure. That's more of sci-fi. where steampunk is Victorian alternate history, um, alternate history Earth. So you're dressed like you're um, from like the early 19th century, like cowboy western or Victorian costume, but you add different bits of like gears and technological pieces, um, brass robotic parts and that kind of stuff. Let me see. Hold on. This dude is still. Let me let me see if I can get this game going. Because if I could, that would be great. That would be a great way to end the weekend. Let me see. What time you gonna be by CQ? Let's see. There, I'm cheating on you, stream. I'm planning on running off at some point to
That's
go
cool.
play a game, and I will not accuse you all of fapping if we if we do that. Except maybe Mickey Prime, who is probably still too busy finding costume parts now. She's just like on a goose chase. Wait, now what? She's gonna come back and we're like, no, no, now we want you to dress up as post-apocalyptic Road Warrior style.
That would be cool. Mad Maxing.
They have uh, so in San Diego, they have a yearly convention called Wasteland Weekend, which is basically that. It's a Mad Max like Road Warrior themed weekend. So people dress up that way, and they go out in the middle of the desert, and they set up a fort out there,
Cool
just like
cars.
yeah, and they do a little bit of a dune race out there with their cars.
Neat.
Yeah, I've never gone because it's always like during
Oh,
a
kidding
really
me?
busy time of year for me. But yeah,
Would totally that you need to go.
okay.
You
Well,
have permission.
you're gonna yeah when you come visit me out here, we're gonna go to Wasteland Weekend, and we'll
Nice.
dress up. Mickey Prime's gonna have to wear face paint and have a crossbow on her
Ooh.
wrist. She's looking for that stuff right now. She's like, oh shit, I need face paint and I need a crossbow.
Nice.
There's going to be a lot of costume changes, Mickey, when you come out. Like just bring. You're gonna need a suitcase full of
Everything.
different costumes. For we're gonna hit all the different conventions, and then
Them at once, like a tornado.
yeah, we'll hit a Ren Fair too while you're out here, just for good measure.
Oh.
So steampunk is like when newbie grew up. Cyber is what it will be like when I grow up. Yeah, sounds about right.
Pretty much. Rumor has it that newbie is fuck old.
He's old.
Yeah,
He's like older than we are.
old as time,
Wow.
and he likes to wear robes.
He likes to wear robes and then wash them in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, he has his strange ways, you know.
Did you see
It's like
that meme that Gorilla Miniatures game put up for the 35-year-old wargamer? Have you seen that? Let me see if I can find it. He had it on Instagram or his it's pretty good. Uh, Gorilla Miniatures. Okay. All right. So here's a 35-year-old wargamer. Uh, likes alternating activation games. has a wife and kids, plays games written in the 80s, paints with Vallejo model color, paints but not very well, and that's okay. And that's like,
Oh fuck! It's
that's,
me.
yeah, that that is all true. That is 100% accurate.
It hits the mark on
Yeah.
every
Who
single.
else in the chat does that apply to? I think that's like most of us.
It's just the age. I'm 5 years older, but
Yeah.
that's the only thing. And I don't smoke, but yeah.
But I used to smoke, so that kind of counts. Um, oh, getting some weird audio. Sorry about that. Um, I did good pictures of my sister doing steampunk. She is cooler than me. Oh wow. Okay.
Mickey
Way to
Jenner is hotter, so
way to go, cooler sister.
hey.
What's your cooler sister's name? Is your other sister, is it Mickey Tron?
John.
The other Mickey Tron, the other sister. Okay. Oh man. So how's your painting going?
I stopped a while ago.
Oh geez. Okay. Do you need do you need to head out or
I don't
are
want
you?
to be rude, so I can sit there for 1 hour or
Oh,
so
don't.
more, but then
It,
I have to.
it's okay. You could be rude. It's fine. If you need to sleep,
I have
right?
to go
It's
to
like
focus
super
now.
late out there
So
now, right?
yeah.
Yeah, all good, man. I'm just gonna, cause I'm
I
gonna,
just really enjoyed this. It was really fun.
yeah. We should try to do this
100%.
more often, and then like you said, we could get more people into the voice chat, and that would be awesome, right?
Oh.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that's fine. She is called Spanky. That's the name of your sister? Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Spanky that is already great on a number of
I
levels.
would uh, I would expect she was called Minnie.
Minnie, oh, because Mickey and Minnie, sure.
Sorry, that was bad.
Spanky is awesome. Now, if you have another
Spanky,
brother
this.
named Alfalfa, for those of you who used to watch the Little Rascals or what was it called? Our Gang? Yeah. Most people call it the Little Rascals, but yeah. Anyway, I will finish putting these together later tonight on my other stream tonight. Assuming I do one. So, yeah, I think we should probably call it so you can go to bed. Unless there are any other comments here.
Probably going to be a lot of comments right now. Hopefully not, but
Oh,
it's I have to check out and find out how this sound system how to it should be sound of both of us.
yeah.
I don't know why it's not, and I don't know my one camera freezed up, and I don't know why that is.
Hmm.
I will call this a success.
Yes. I think it was successful, right? We didn't like
Definitely,
crash out or anything like that, so that's good.
that is the best.
Cool. 7
And
p.m.
hey, you
Eastern
did
time.
the hobby stuff. You didn't.
I
You
did.
yeah
I didn't slouch. I built stuff while we were here.
yeah.
Cool. Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to get a game, but whatever. We'll figure that out.
Ah, that
Okay.
sucked. I was so
Okay.
happy for you hearing that you could have a game.
I'm going to try. Tuesday. I can't do Tuesday. Oh, buddy. Doesn't he know I have important fapping to do Tuesday? It's not going to